Hey guys, welcome back to another Texas Haul Outdoors video. Today we're fishing a decent sized creek and we're going to be targeting smallmouth bass. So we're going to take you guys along with the GoPros and hopefully we'll get into them. There's one. There's one. Doubled up. We doubled up. Got him. No! 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 George. Alright guys. We're down by the creek. I don't know if you can hear me very well. It's kind of loud, but sorry about that. I'm throwing a rebel crab and Cody's also throwing a rebel craw. So we're gonna just cast around here and see if we can pull anything out. There's a good one. Is that a rock bass?
Yeah, it's a pretty nice rock bass.
There you go, guys. Nice little rock bass. These things are good eating, but it's not a catch and cook today. There he goes. There's a fish. I think a smallmouth. No, smallie. Yeah. Nice little smallie. Well guys, there's a nice little smallmouth bass. If you guys can see him pretty good. He's a real pretty one. Gonna put him back here where he came from. A lot of fish in this creek. Or a little bigger than that. There's definitely some bigger ones in here though. Cody caught a probably 2.5 pounder out of here last year. We haven't fished this creek much this year. See if we can get another one. Two casts in a row. Two smallmouth. Pretty nice.
Hey, we doubled up. Yeah. Nice smallmouth. See him? Yours are a little bigger. They're pretty close though.
Hey, can you get the pliers out of my back?
I got pliers in my pocket. I'm gonna throw mine back.
Cody sees me catching fish and likes to steal my spot. Nice little smallie. I got 3, Cody's got 1. You heard me.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Look at this.
There's one. Oh, that's a nice. Oh,
Guys,
they're stacked up over there.
get out of here.
That's not a bad one.
There's a bite.
That looks like the biggest of the day. Or was yours other one bigger?
Yeah, that's the biggest.
There it is. There's 2 for me.
Or that's 4.
Woohoo!
Man, I tell you what, guys, I love fishing creeks. Pond hopping, and all that. That's all fun, but fishing these creeks, you can't beat it. I mean, look at this view. I don't know if you guys can see that from the GoPro. This is just beautiful. We got this fast flowing water out here. The bass are just schooling up right on it, looking for bait fish. And those rebel craws, show you it here. These rebel craws, this is a smaller size. I'm using a smaller size just because a lot of these bass aren't very big in here. There is some big ones in here though, trust me. But they actually come in a bigger size, or you're fishing an area with bigger smallmouth, and they are the most realistic crankbait that I know right now. Here goes another one. That's 4 for me. They're the most realistic crankbait that I've seen, really. I mean, just look at that. That's a crawfish through and through, other than the red eyes. All right, guys. Got my Crocs in 4-wheel drive, and we're gonna get in and start waiting. Fish stopped biting for the past probably 5 minutes over on the other side of the old causeway there. So we're heading out into the slow part of the creek here, and we're gonna start casting these crawls around and bounce them off a couple rocks and see if we can get any fish. Good smallmouth here. Oh, he's fighting good. That's a decent one for what we've been catching. Yeah, he's real good. Come here, baby. What? Cody, you need to get a picture of me with this one. Man, guys, that is a nice... Let me get my rod here out of the way. That is a nice smallmouth for this spot we're at right now. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. That is a beauty. I love these things. He was fighting hard. I'm gonna go back and get a picture real quick, and then we're gonna release him. Jacob just got this pretty nice smallmouth. He's not too big for in here, but he's a good size for what we've been catching so far. So we're gonna get a good release on this guy. On the back. There he goes. A little aggressive. Love catching this summertime smallmouth. Did you see that fish at the top right there? Right there, right beside those bubbles, right beside my. That's why. Did I? Oh, he came off! I had him. Oh my God. Cody, I literally just cast it at that right before. Got him. You got him again? Yeah. No, you don't. Something. Yeah, smallmouth. Little smallie.
I'm telling you, this purple one's going to
That is a small smallmouth right there. Holy cow. Quick release. They're tricky to grab sometimes because they're little spines, especially the small ones. The big ones are easier, but the small ones are tricky. As you can see, not throwing a green pumpkin yum dinger. It's a shorter version. I don't really know what these are lengthwise. Probably like a 4-inch, something like that. And I'm throwing it on an offset, extra wide gap hook. I think it's a 3/0, 2/0, something like that. I don't really get too picky with the hooks when I'm throwing a Senko. Wacky hooks are probably the best, obviously because you're wacky rigging them, but I throw a lot of different stuff, a lot of different types of hooks, and catch them. So as you can see here, we got one on. Doesn't feel too big though. Yeah, it's a decent one. Yeah, that's number 7 for me. Hate it when they get those spines in you. don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's number 7. Nice little smallie. Thanks for the fun, big guy. Should I say little guy? In a good spot right now. All right, guys, I'm standing this way real quick to let you in on a little tip. Right behind me here, you'll see when I'm fishing, there's a little slower spot right in between 2 very swift spots. And smallmouth like to sit in slower water right beside where there's faster moving water. They like to sit there and wait for bait fish to come down through the fast water, and they'll just pick them off one by one when they come down to that fast water, and they don't have to work as hard in that slower water. So I'm pitching this Senko right in between 2 faster moving rapids, and there's a slower moving water right in between it. So we're gonna keep pitching in there, and I just wanted to let you guys in on that little tip. There's one, guys. Good one. Smallie. That was pretty quick.
Good one.
Well, guys, this is kind of unorthodox here. I got on this little Ned rig jig head, or mushroom jig head, and I actually got it wacky rig because we're out of hooks. So I got this little one right here, and we're gonna go over with Cody and get a picture for a thumbnail, and then we're gonna throw this one back. Just caught 2 smallmouth here. We're gonna get a release real quick. 1, 2, 3. There they go.
Well, guys, it was a beautiful evening here in the creek. We ended up catching a bunch of fish. We're sorry about the GoPro difficulties. We're gonna upgrade the SD cards here soon so we have some more storage. But it was a pretty fun night. Caught a good many fish.
I caught 11. Cody caught 10.
Yeah.
So I won yet again. I'm pretty sure I had the biggest fish too. You guys comment down below which fish you thought was the biggest. I'm not sure at the moment how many of Cody's fish were on film. We'll figure that out when we get home and edit all this. And we're sorry that happened. And that's not going to happen again unless the GoPros would die or something. We're going to upgrade the SD card for you guys. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned something about creek fishing for smallmouth. And we'll see you next time.
On Texas All Outdoors.